according to on my side here right now. Seriously, I'm not an IT expert. I'm doing my best, to present this to all of you. Okay. All right. Good morning to everybody. This is Kel once again. Today is the 22nd of April. Today's Thursday, and today is my Thursday. Was normally on Thursday I will be doing my football, so I will be doing football later. Okay, as in the evening. All right. So let's start this morning now. I just share my screen. I hope everything all goes fine. Should be okay. All right. Looks good at the moment. Let's see how it goes. All right. Good morning to all of you guys. Good morning, Jason. Good morning to you, Melvin. Peace Life. Okay. Allison, Eddie, Jimmy. All right. Colleen. Okay. All right. So I'm not too sure I will see a little bit of delay, but I'm just saying here right now. Let me see. Things should be okay. Let me just check. I'm waiting for my live feed, right? I'm watching my live feed as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm not too sure whether you're hearing me. Okay. All right, Ken. Okay, so 22nd of April, 2021, Thursday, morning MAO. All right, is the buying resumes. All right, the buying had resumed yesterday. Last night, Dow Jones up by 200 to 300 points, I think. And the question is, can it hold, right? So that is the ultimate question that everybody would like to ask. So let's take a look over here as well. But before that, do understand this at 2 p.m. later. I have the afternoon MAO. All right, the afternoon MAO will be right here on the Trade the Boys at this very place, Trade with the Boys Facebook page. Okay, for afternoon MAO will be here. Okay, so cryptocurrency review and analysis. All right. So later on, right, we have part 1, part 2, right, for morning MAO. Morning MAO part 1, we will talk about general market and technical analysis. Okay, part 2 is whereby we go to alternate market views, whereby we talk something a little bit more, what do you call, into the other side of the market, which means that more the bearish side, and also a little bit more to what you call more fundamental driven. All right, which means that right, it's all macroeconomics. Okay, so that one is for people who really want to go deeper. You can watch the second part of the MAO too. All right, if not, you can stop at part 1. Okay. All right, so let's start this morning with a little bit interesting sharing. Okay. Now the thing is this. Okay, I saw this particular article this morning. And seriously, I was like, wow, this doesn't make any sense to me. Now, before we start this thing here, if I show you the picture, okay, all right, again, I just say this again, it's not for anything. It's nothing to do with sexism. It's nothing to do with like trying to give you a little perk in the morning. I'm just being very real here. What's this happened actually in Bukit Timah, Singapore, exactly. All right, so let's take a look here. Okay, so apparently it's right. A Singapore woman was allegedly told to wear a T-shirt as a swimsuit because it's too revealing for other fathers at the swim school. Now, apparently, it's all right. This lady, I don't think this is a model, I believe, but the costume that she's wearing, the swimming costume she's wearing, all right, it's a swimming suit. Sorry, it's the one that she wore. So I cannot see how revealing it is. I mean, seriously, just showing a bit of flash on the side doesn't make any big hoo-ha, right? So the question is this, right? The question is this, okay? The one that complain are the mothers that in the pool, and they're saying that, right? Okay, she's too revealing and it's causing a problem to the fathers at the pool. Now, my point is this, guys. Okay, if the fathers don't have these roving eyes, then what's the problem? All right, it's a father's issue, okay? And of course, the ladies who mean to complain, all right, seriously, you should control your husband, or you should be even better to let your husband keep your eyes on you, all right? So it's just like something like us as a trainer, right? End of the day is that I can teach you the technique, the system. End of the day, if you usually doesn't really follow, or you actually go off angle on this itself, right, and you blame the system, right, it doesn't really make sense. So to me, when I saw this article, right, I feel a bit injustice for this lady. I mean, seriously, end of the day, her costume or swimming suit to me is legitimate. And of course, she apparently in this article, she actually wore it the first day during the trial, and no one complained. It was only when the mother complained, then the whole thing erupted. So to me, is that this is really interesting, and this is really tells me about how things people will do rather than actually reflect on their own. They actually rather complain. So this is why I say, come to even as trainers, we tell you guys about what to do. We still have people making the same mistake repeatedly. All right, later on, I'll show you why I say that about gold trading later on. All right. Okay, so 2 days already, the bear market, the so-called the selling came in, and immediately we saw the bull recovered. All right. So it is like a bear ruggish market, which means that the bear is always being destroyed by the bulls, apparently. So that's why this cartoon is trying to say that, right? Okay, that this bear rug, right? The bear is always stepped on by the bulls, apparently, right? In this current market right now. So why is it? Because you can see the last over 10 days, whenever the federal speakers was around, the stock market really goes up, right? Only one occasion where the Federal Reserve speaker was talking, the market came down a little bit only. But after that, right, the last 2 days, why the market didn't go up, right? Because apparently there's no Fed speakers. So it seems that as long as someone is speaking, the stock market will go up. So that is where this one, I think it came from Norman Trader once again. It's a very cool, very interesting sharing here. All right, but main thing is this. Let's just be upfront here. We don't always talk about bear, we talk about bull, right? The market is definitely fully invested. Now, the market discretionary investors equity position and ISM Manufacturing. You can see that now, right? The ISM Manufacturing data is really at the high for the last 10 years. And the discretionary investors position also at a high. Now, if you look at it from one perspective here, right? There's two ways to look at this thing here. Everybody take a look. Now, when the thing are all at the high, we do see that is where, if you notice this, that was around this May or April of this 2018. And after that, if you remember, what happened is that the market basically pulled out because Federal Reserve came in to hike the interest rate. Remember that? Okay, so if you look back again, back in the April again, back in 2010, it also happened once again whereby the market do some tapering, and that's where the market pulls back. So the question is this: now we are now at this junction here whereby both data at the high. The question is, will we go and see higher or are we going to see lower? So that is the question. But of course, the reason why the market is bullish is because the market is definitely fully vested. All right, all the hedge funds are all in, and all the record leveraging or buying, institutional retailers, and then now these people who really want to buy into and for keeping. Everybody is so bullish. That is the reason why the stock market is on the way up, or put this way, any pullback is a buy for them. So you can get an idea now. All right, this was happening. All right, so that's why you can see the market is so bullish right now. Okay, but if you actually reflect back again, look at it, right? The US dollar yesterday went up first initially. Then after that, there was some not of the where something just happened, and it just brought the dollar back down again. But overall itself, right, it does seem to be aging a little bit higher. But still, this dollar weakness has actually propelled the gold to trade higher. All right, so that's what happened. And of course, you can see that the yields was brought up, then it was brought down again. You see that the market it is very clear there's a lot of bonds buying. The bonds are buying, that's why the yields are going down. Hence, therefore, right, that means there's a lot of artificial arrangement between the Federal Reserve or governments to make sure that the yields stay low to make sure and reduce the inflation in the market. All right, so before we start this morning, once again, let's motivate one another. I always do that. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and work looks like jobs, look like work. Sorry. All right, I really believe in that. A lot of time is right when opportunity knocks on the door, you really see it, but you feel it, but because of whatever reason, you start to say, maybe I hold back for a while, maybe I do this, maybe I do that. Now, from this point, how do I reflect about stock market or the financial market? It's just like a couple of days ago, I did mention that gold price is out, right? If it actually stabilizes a certain area, it will likely be going higher. And indeed, it really happened. So that time the price was at 1744. Then yesterday we saw gold trading at 1794. So which means that it was almost up by $50, all right? A very, very good price for making money, right? So all this thing is that opportunity really come. You really have to capture it and make the best of it. That's why I'm trying to bring this in as a picture, right? So do note, later on at 2 p.m., we will have the afternoon MAO to cover on cryptocurrency. All right, it'll be same place, Trade the Boys Facebook page, okay? All right, then of course, we will be talking about cryptocurrency in our own office, okay, on every Monday and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Singapore time. All right, this only for Trade with the Boys family members, all right? It's not open to public. All right, disclaimer as usual, as you can see over here, I'll let you read this for 30 seconds, but FYI, make sure that you understand this and you accepted the above and identify me. All right, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right. Let's continue. I hope you have understand and read the disclaimer. Okay, now first of all, we do know that in Singapore, we have a little bit of worry feeling right now because 11 residents at the Westlight Woodland dormitory, all right, has tested positive for COVID-19. All right, so we actually have very good few stretch or good time where there wasn't any problem and there's no COVID in community, so everybody's happy, right? And we were looking at potentially to increase the number of packs of gathering to 8 to 10. All these are speculation, but apparently now it seems that this will take a setback because apparently we have now 11 residents, okay, got this problem. So they are the recovered workers and they were actually vaccinated. So the question is this, all right, that means we still have to be very careful, even though we can be vaccinated, but then again, things can happen, all right? In Malaysia, we saw already, right, people who are vaccinated, they're all the frontline workers, they have vaccinated for the 2 jabs, but at the end of the day, they still got the virus. So please everybody, put on your mask and keep your distance, all right? Really, it's not anybody's fault, it's just that it's ongoing right now, okay? Now, today news is very little, just this is the second news and only news. SPAC transaction come to a halt amid SEC crackdown, cooling retail investors' interest. So I did mention to you that these SPAC deals are really very scary. It doesn't make any much sense and they're just a blank check companies. So apparently now what's happening, okay, you can see a drastic drop of SPAC IPOs. Now the problem is this, all right, when the market was going up itself, stock market was going up, the SPAC goes up, right? But even now, April, the stock market is still rising, but apparently it's now the number of SPAC is no longer there. So what does it tell you? It actually tells you that the market actually knows that it's not that strong as what everybody perceived. So that is the reason why we can see there's a sudden big drop in this SPAC or because the regulator probably comes in. But more important thing is that most of the counters are not doing well at all, which means that, right, from the start of the year and now, they actually gave back almost 20% of their, so-called the IPO price to the current price right now. So you can see over here, all right, those who were last 2 years mergers, right, has wiped out 2021 gains and fallen 20% year to date as of Tuesday closing. So that means that, right, there is a lot of this companies are not doing well. Now, Bank of America client flow shows that the retail SPAC buying slowed down significantly from the 120 million weekly, right, to single digit, right, single digit. They don't even dare to put the number there. So that means that, right, every week people are pumping hundreds of millions of dollars into the SPAC buying. Now maybe like 5 million, 3 million, 6 million. Yeah, such a big drop, right? Imagine that. So if that is the case itself, obviously this counter will drop down. This counter will be hit. So this is very, very normal. So will that cause a problem? Well, it should happen. So that's why I want you guys to be very careful on this SPAC counters. You want to buy something safer, go for something that is, you can actually more for this traditional counters will be better. Okay, so we went through the earnings result already. We went through, I think Verizon, I didn't capture the data over here, so I apologize on that. But today we know it's AT&T, Snap, and Intel, right? So Intel will be watched out. AT&T, okay lah, but Intel will be the one that people will be highlighting, all right? Tomorrow will be American Express, okay? Now, the main thing is next week, right? Next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the big one. We have all the FANGs. We have Google, we have this Facebook, we will have this Amazon, and then after that, we even have Alibaba on a Friday. So this next week is still going to be a big week. Now, do note there's FOMC meeting. There'll be FOMC rate decision. Obviously, they're going to be flat. So next week will be a big week. So traders, you need to be very careful for next week, all right? Okay, so let's just look at the Dow Jones yesterday. Wow, look at it. The moment the Dow opened, there's no holding back. It went up all the way so beautifully as if that nothing to do, just buy. Okay, so that is my point, guys. This is how the market manipulates, right? Once they want to buy, there's no holding back. And I did mention you guys that the day the KSI was green in color, you just have to stay on the long side if the market stay above opening. So let's recap what happened last night. The Dow Jones closed 300 points higher to snap a 2 days drop. The small cap actually rallied. Now, yesterday I covered 3MAO that the small cap was sold down, right? So why they rallied back again? So later in the second half of the MAO, I'll share with you why they actually recovered. And basically it's all right. They are just basically thinking that the market will recover, the economy will recover. A very, very lame excuse. But you can see that main thing is this is all the upgrades, right? A very Goldman Sachs upgraded Norwegian cruise line. Now I cannot imagine this in terms of fairness, right? I mean, seriously, when Goldman Sachs upgraded a stock, the stock next day gap up by 10%. Okay, got an idea? So if let's say I know you're going to upgrade something, right? And then what can I do before that? I think it's pretty clear already. So I don't understand why a company, when they have the right to the power to upgrade something, the stock will go up higher. I mean, who gave them this power and what does it mean by that? So end of the day, this is always like that, okay? And of course, with one going up, the other follow, right? So United Airlines rebounded 3% after plunging 8.5. So it's just like more like a rebound, right? Netflix continue to drop, okay, because of the streaming, all the subscribers numbers have dropped because everybody now technically go back to work. So most of the companies, 70% of them, 70 of them actually reported and they posted a 23% upside. So most of them are still outperforming the expectation. All right, but main G's is it itself, right? The CBOE VIX indicator has basically came off after rising yesterday. All right, so for the mainstream media financial news right now, most of them are very positive. They say that, right, if the losing streak is broken, hence, therefore, right, we should buy back again. And again, they say that the small cap share should be in the limelight. Now, I couldn't argue this. I don't think so. I believe that this small cap rebound is just a technical one. If the next 2 days, if the small shares do come back down again, there will be some serious trouble. So traders, my personal warning is don't do that, all right? And of course, you can see that they feel that, right, it's time to buy on dip. I say that buy on dip is fine, but you must look at which one will be better. Do not just jump in randomly. That is my personal take. Okay, so let's just do a quick review of what happened yesterday before we go live to today's market. Okay, now yesterday, the opening price of the Dow Jones was between the 2 pivot point, and the KSI was red. Okay, it was red yesterday. Oh, so my bad. So it was red yesterday, and then after that, what happened? The market did come down. But as you know, guys, once the market goes above the pivot 2, all right, that means it's a color change, it's a pivot trade, then CCRY will be the trade to buy. Okay, that is how you do it. That will be a trade to buy. So let's see what happened in the entire day. So actually, the entire day, the market was just swivering around the, you can see that it's swivering around the OP and the pivot 1 level. Okay, I think there's something wrong with my chart here itself. Okay, I think there's something wrong here. Okay, but anyway, I remember this. Okay, so what happened? Now, we know that, right, we mentioned this before, that when the market is above OP and above pivot 1, it will be a buy, right? Above OP and it's above pivot 1, it will be a buy. So that is what happened. You can see that generally that's how the Dow shoot up, all right, when that happened. Okay, so apologize for the day chart earlier. I think that was this morning there's some technical problem. So maybe I got it wrong, but nonetheless, right, this should be correct. So when the market is above OP and above pivot 1, you know that it's a classical buy, and therefore you should be buying. If you miss the first wave, there's a second wave right here where you can enter into the market. All right, so this is what happened yesterday on the Dow Jones. All right, so let's just review and look at what should we do for today, shall we? Okay, here we go. Now we will start off with the conventional chart first. Now the conventional chart yesterday, the MLP was at 33,966. And of course, the Dow Jones, obviously, when the later part of the day went past this number, and that's why it went up, right? But still, overall, the market is serving a lower high at this moment. And today's MLP will be somewhere around here. That's about 33,955. All right, I'm going to write it down for you. All right, and that is, again, 33,955 level. Now, not drawn to scale. You can actually do it better. Okay, so what happened is that if the Dow Jones can stay above the opening price for today, I suspect that the Dow will go to new all-time high. But if the Dow Jones do pull back, then the first support will be at 33,955, and that's about 100 points away. If the market can stabilize there and then rebound, the market will still go up. This is my personal take, right? But if the Dow Jones really do want to come down, it will have to break below the MLP, which is 33,955. Then we may see some profit taking. Now the MA, you can see, is still moving higher because it's the mathematics. As the price starts to cringe at the top, the moving average will go towards it. That's how it mix, all right? So we can see that now the MA is 33,590. We are just only 400 points away. So there is a possibility that for the price action to trigger the MA. So if the market touched the MA30 and rebound, we can see we saw this before, right? The last time we saw this was here and then here, right? So it could present a very good time to buy into the market. Okay, so I'm gonna say this up front here. If the market do come back down and touch the MA30 and stabilize that, it will be a lovely time to buy again on the dip at this point. That will be based on conventional chart. Okay, all clear on that? All right, if everybody is clear and you're still around with me, please key the word clear, CLEAR. All right, just to see whether you guys are hearing me out. Okay, can. Now, because I'm trying this first time live, this is actually our first time live streaming on Trade with the Boys page. Very first time. So you guys are part of history. Yeah, first time we're actually doing this. Incredible, right? First time, huh? Yeah. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for your writing. Okay, let's just continue. All right, so with that, let's look at the all-time high indicator. So all-time high indicator is still standing at 34,258. And the BNB is still there. So yesterday was unscaped, but that means that yesterday created inside bar in a way. So inside bar significant, nothing much, just to tell you that the market haven't really find a direction yet. So which means that, right, if the market can break the BNB, then very likely we will see the new all-time high once again. Weekly chart is still the same, but if the candle closed below the trend line that I have, then of course there could be some profit taking. But at the moment now, with the strong recovery, we will have to wait for a while to see clear indication. Okay. All right. So let's look for today's with the Trade the Boys system. How do we assess the market today? Okay. First of all, today there is no pivot. I repeat, today Dow has no pivots. Yeah. Okay. No pivots means what? No pivots means that you have to use the opening price as a gauge. So if the market stays above OP today, we should see higher movement, okay? Now, if the market goes below OP today, the first support will be somewhere here, which incredibly is somewhere near it's at 33,810. This is a TSCV level. It's a very strong support. So you can see that, right, we have it constructed over these 2 days. And you can see the way it stopped there perfectly. That's why yesterday when I told you guys, if the Dow can stay above 33,810, the Dow may be going up, and apparently it really, really manifested. All right. So this is why our indicators are able to, give traders a very good feel of what to do with the market. And you can see now that the Dow is really supported at 33,810 level. All right. Very, very powerful system. Okay. So time check is 9:09 right now. Hang Seng will open in a few more minutes. So let's go to Hang Seng first. Let's take a look at Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng yesterday again when tested the MA30 and it went down quite strongly, but towards the second half of the day, it rebounded and just closed marginally below the MA30. Now, for today, Hang Seng, let me just show it to you. How do we look? Now, first of all, the MLP for today is pretty tight. It's somewhere around here. So that is about 28,712 level. And also, which the MA30, if you look at it, is actually pretty nearby. So I can say that this MA30 today and the MLP is really together. So what was it tells me? Now, two things. Two things. Number one, if the market later gap up, which I suspect it will, right? If it goes up, that is where the Hang Seng will be going. But if the Hang Seng do open and then start to test around this figure, if it stays up, traders can look for long. Okay, traders can look for long. But if actually it comes down and then tested around here and drop below the MA30 or the MLP, then that should be selling again. So traders, watch out for this price today. The magical price is 28,707. This will be the magical price to watch out for the Dow Jones. Okay, this is the magical level, 28,707 level. Okay, so watch out for that, traders. Okay, I can see the Dow is trading a bit higher right now. So traders do take note of that. Okay, so that is the Hang Seng. Let's look at the China A50. Now, China A50, we can see now it has opened. Yesterday, it was down initially, but then after that, to the second half of the day, it pushed back all the way up, crossed the MLP, crossed the MA30 and closed it above the MA30. Now this morning we can see now apparently interesting, the MLP and also the MA30 is also the same line. Wow, okay, it's something incredible. So which means that right today the China A50, the technical level that to watch out for is 17,145. 7145 is the MLP and the MA30. All right. So which means that same thing. If the China A50 can stay up, no problem. China A50 may test the MA200 and that will push Hang Seng higher and probably all the index higher. But if the China A50 do pull back and come back down, the pivotal point we had to watch is this price, which is 17,145. If the market can stay above 17,145, upside still intact. Okay. Yeah, indeed. Yesterday, the China A50, we went up first. China A50 closed at 3 p.m. Then Hong Kong actually recovered a little bit, but to the second part when US market was coming down, right? That's why Hong Kong also came off. Yeah, indeed. So that's one thing must take note, right? Okay, so that is what we will see later on at 9:12. We can now still got some time. We just go a bit to the NASDAQ first. Now, NASDAQ yesterday did a recovery, very nice. It broke the MLP, goes up. Today it's staying above MLP. So in general speaking, the market is still trying to stabilize at about 13,830 level. Now, in terms of MA, the MA for today for NASDAQ is 13,618. The MLP, what am I drawing there? MLP should be here, right? 13,834. Okay, 13,834. So looks okay, everything looks okay. Let's just wait for a while for any clarification. If the market basically breaks below this 13,834, then we can see some selling. If not, it should be going upwards today. Okay. All right, this is the Dow Jones now. It's trading above OP slightly. The NASDAQ today, the opening price is above the pivot one. So NASDAQ today is more to the upside, but KSI is red in color. So that means the upside will be kind of muted. All right. Okay, now it's 9:13. Hang Seng will open up in a very short time. We will go live very, very soon. Let's do a bit one more, S&P 500. Now S&P 500 yesterday had a strong rebound and now it's actually trading above the MA very clearly. So we have to wait for a while. The MLP for today is somewhere around here. And that's 1450 level, 4150, yeah, 4150 level. All right, the trend has been broken in my opinion. So now what you do is that you look at the downside trend this way. So we look at the closing to closing. All right, this should be the one to look out for. So now we have a little bit of conjunction here. We have to wait forward to see any particular fair direction. All right, Hang Seng is going to open in a few more seconds time. We're going to cross into Hang Seng right now. Okay, Hang Seng is going to open up soon. Likely Hang Seng will gap up. Okay, it will gap up and we'll see what will happen next. All right, Hang Seng is going to open in about 20 seconds time. Traders who are trading Hang Seng, please be on standby to watch the market. Okay, 15 seconds to go, 10. All right, fast 5 seconds. Let's go with the flow, guys. Let's stand by to do it. Okay, Hang Seng has opened. Hang Seng has opened. It has opened slightly higher. Open at the level of 28,718 level. Now you can see live right now that Hang Seng is trying to stay above the opening price. Now do note KSI is green in color. So that's why you can see yesterday the Hang Seng recovered strongly because the KSI on the previous day was also green in color, right? So when the KSI is green in color, downside will be very difficult, all right? Even it comes down, the market will be supported. Now at the bottom of the screen, you see this? You can see that there's a lot of KCB level, right? All these are very important KCB level. And yesterday, the Hang Seng basically triggered all three of them and rebounded. That's why today, these three levels, all these KCB will also be, again, the highlight to watch out for any form of support. So traders do watch out for that. Okay, so now if you ask me for my analysis, it's very simple. If the market for Hang Seng stay above OP, it should be going back up right towards the pivot 1 level, and that's 28,924. But because the KSI, because the color change is CCYR, and the day chart, that's for day chart, and the market now trading below OP, I suspect that it will purposely test this 3 level again. This 3 level, in my opinion, will be tested again, but it will not stay down for long because the KSI is green in color. The KSI is green in color. So now we see that Hang Seng is coming off a little bit. Let's go to the 5-minute chart to take a look. Okay, so the numbers they're going to give to you for today, this morning, will be here. Watch out for this number. All right, that's the KCB number. All right, this is the next number. That is the KTR -1. So I suspect that Hang Seng, if it stay below OP later on, it may basically touch here or the most here before we see any form of rebound. So either you're going to see the rebound at 28,616,661, or we see the next rebound at 28,626 level. All right. This is what I'm seeing right now live. You can actually consider this for your own trading. All right. Pretty cool, right? I mean, no one really does Hang Seng live and someone on Facebook in this manner. I can guarantee you that. I've not seen anyone that's doing that. Usually it's after it happened, then the person tell you, okay, this is what happened, and make stuff up. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, I got the idea now. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, let's go to China A50, a quick one. Oh, okay, China A50 and now pull back below opening price. That's why you do see Hong Kong also coming off a little bit. That is the reason. Okay. By the way, as we're talking right now, we do see a little bit of movement on the Dow Jones. Earlier, we just saw the Dow Jones pushing up a little bit, right? Earlier, yeah, we just saw the Dow Jones was pushed up a little bit just now, right? It did a BMB, but now it broke below it. So suspiciously, it may tell us something here. So traders who are, watching the Dow Jones and the equity market, right? I will say that maybe you need to watch out for this. Okay, Hang Seng has came off, already triggered the first level. The 661 already triggered already. 661 has been triggered already, so it's still going down. So 626 will be the first level that I should be watching out. Now, if the market really go drastic, do note there is a stack here on the Hang Seng. There's a stack here, right? KTR -2 and KTR and the KCB, next one is 28,532. So if the Hang Seng really pulls down, all right, if let's say it pulls down, it will likely be going for this, okay? It will likely be going for this level. So traders, you may want to watch out for that. 28,532 level, okay? 532. Okay, yeah? All right. So let's continue. Now, how about DAX? Okay, this is DAX right now. DAX yesterday, beautiful, man. My goodness. Look at the DAX. Oh my God. Is Uncle Arun here? Is Uncle Arun today in the Facebook? Do you buy here, Uncle Arun? The level I mentioned, 15,097. Yesterday, I gave a number. 15,097. Wow, this 4D number was given yesterday in the morning. And DAX open, traded down, hit 15,097. And after that, almost immediately it rebounded, went above back again the BMB. This is the BMB, right? So BMB, this is a SL level. It went above the SL level and now probably going to challenge the RL level. So anybody bought the DAX yesterday at this marvelous price at 15,097? Anyone does that? Did that? Anyone? Okay, if you've done that right, congratulations to you. This is really incredible. This is pinpoint accuracy. So that's why I'm telling you guys that there is a possibility that, the US stock market may also do something like this. So the next time you see that the market behave in that manner, pulling back to the MA30 instead of selling, watch out for buying signal. Now today's MLP is about here, and that's about 15,283 level. Okay. All right, that will be there, MLP. So yesterday the market hit MLP and pulls back. The MA30 is about the same level, 15,097. So for today, I'm gonna write it down again. So for today, the The DAX support level is at 15,097. Okay, 15,097. Okay, watch out for that. Okay, it could be a very strong indication. The last time the market got supported, the DAX went up, right? But of course, if it breaks down, then of course there will be some profit taking. Okay, so watch out for this level 15,097. Okay, I'm gonna write it down for you. DAX support at 15,097. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so that is the coverage of all the indices. I hope that you got the idea now. Now let's look at our next market, which usually will be gold. Now gold yesterday it rallied first initially, then after that it came out on some profit taking, but in the morning it rallied up all the way and went up to 1795 and 6 level, right? So how many of you have made money in gold yesterday? If you made money in gold, please key the word made, M-A-D-E. All right, you made money in gold. All right, let me ask all of you, as 95 of you guys, how many of you have profited from gold yesterday? All right, if you have profited from gold, you can actually key the word profited, or if you put made. All right, let me know how many of you have done that. Wow, Uncle Arun. Hey, Arun, you're online. Hey, so how yesterday did you buy the DAX or not? The 15,097, the technical MA level. Do you do that? Richard, congratulations. Colin, congratulations. Anthony, Arthur, Brian, congratulations to all of you. Good job done, my friends. Arun, you did that. Wow, you really bought the DAX level. Wow, fantastic, man, Arun. Can you show us later on, right, in our own group chat? Show us that you actually bought the DAX. I'm sure you did that. Still well done, man. Wow, Azza, you also made money on gold and DAX. That's a good gift for you. Jimmy, also well done. Okay, guys, this is fantastic. This is really incredible. All right. Now, yesterday, I think I was a bit too excited for you guys on Hang Seng. I did not cover gold properly. I apologize formally. Today, I will do a very good job on gold. So stay on with me, okay? Right, Kevin, good job, done. So now the thing is this, gold has went up, right? So what is the mainstream media saying? The mainstream media is saying that now is an eye-catching rebound to an 8-week high, and this is going to be a good beat because yields, edging. So apparently it's out there saying that, right, the market is a good time to buy now, and it's going to be performing or going beyond 1800 level. Okay, so I'm going to explain my take shortly. Okay, how many of you think that gold will hit 1805? How many of you thinks that gold will hit 1805 this week? Right, how many of you thinks that the gold will hit 1805 by this week? If you yes, please key the word yes. Why yes? If you say no, then NO, right? Let me wait for you guys. Okay, so we have Allison saying yes. Colin said that will challenge the MA 200. Kevin, Arun. Then Lo said that it will go up and do a pullback. Adrian, Anthony, Kevin, Chongming, Yuming, Jimmy, all y'all say yes. Okay, even Richard will say yes. Okay, so let's see what happened for today. But let's recap what happened yesterday first. Okay, now yesterday I really don't understand. Really, my friends. I mean, this, you guys are with me for more than a year, and I've been saying this a countless time. When the market is above OP and the market is above pivot 1, there's only one thing to do, guys. What should you do when the market is above OP and above pivot 1? What is the thing that you should do? Everybody tell me. When you see CCRY, what do you do? Do you sell or you buy? If you see CCYR, do you really want to sell the market? Can you tell me if the market is above OP and above pivot 1? Please tell me what is the mandate? What is the rule? What's the number one rule you should do? Look out for CCRY to buy. Yes, exactly, Ryan, right? Chongming, Allison, Kevin, Adrian, Anthony, you guys got it. So that's why you make money. You see, we have a lot of students still on the fence. They're just waiting and hopefully things happen to them. Sorry, my friend. Seriously, you can pray and wish maybe one day you might strike a lottery, but the chance of that happening is really very low. Just on statistics alone itself, right, it's 1 out of 13.6 million, really, in terms of total lottery odds, all right? So it's impossible for anybody to win lottery, even if buy all the tickets, he may not be able to cover costs. So in short itself, right, in order to make money in the financial market, you really need to do and follow a set of rules. So what the rules is like this: above OP, above pivot 1 is classical trade, just buy. All right, I don't need to go all in, Richard. All in to buy, I will not say that, but buy is definitely the case. And you look at how Cynthia, right? By the way, Cynthia, on live right now, Cal here and the Trade with the Boys team, we'd like to wish you happy birthday to you, right? May all the good stuff bestow on you today and the rest of your life, all right? Once again, we thank you for all the support you give to us and also all the little sharing and, encouragement to the whole team, right? We really appreciate that. Once again, happy birthday to you. This is Cal from here, okay? All right, Cynthia. All right, so what happened? I think yesterday Cynthia has presented herself and that do so well by doing the long side. Let's see what happened. So yesterday, the first thing is, oh my God, the first trade came in early in the morning already. The market started to trade above CCRY, above OP. In general, it was a buy. So first wave already. If you miss the first wave, you have the second wave. Now the question is this, you may ask Cal, if the market is above OP and above pivot 1, but there's no trigger for color change, can we buy? The answer is yes. I said this many, many times. Why? Because the market has already triggered pivot 1. So you don't need to wait for it to trigger anything. But if you really feel uncomfortable, you say, Cal, I really want to buy when some trigger, I feel more safety. Okay, all right, then here, my friend. This one is definitely a trigger. CCRY triggered the opening price above the pivot 1. It was a buy. And I did say yesterday, my friends, now if the gold price is going to be uptrend, the KCX will be very perfect, which means that, right, it's almost like once you see KCX, right, almost can say that you will get to see the market going up soon. And look at it, my friends, look at it. The way the market after that, the KCX happened, the market really goes up. Now, yesterday I have my little sharing session with my team traders, my team traders, and also the team, our marketing group. I mean, we all have to agree on this, all right? You can have the best indicator on your hand, but if this indicator only works for bull market, right, then obviously when the condition is bearish, you pick the bull indicator to put in a bearish condition, obviously it will not work well. And that's the reason why the last few months, we hardly talk about KCX in the group chat, in the Gold group chat. We hardly talk about it because we know that the probability of making money itself may not be that high. But the last few days, I've been telling you guys that watch the KCX. The KCX now is performing very nicely with gold. So what does it tell us? What does it tell us itself? Right? Can you tell me? Right? Can you tell me, guys? Right? It tell me, right? It basically tells you that the market itself is basically, bullish. And that's why you should look for buying. And of course, at this bottom of the screen, you can see it's here. The KSI jump. Look at this point here. The KSI actually jumped. So the KSI jump with the color change itself, right? That's why gold went up. This is how it works. So guys, really, this will, if let's say gold should continue to go up itself, right? That means that you can see easily at least 150 to even 100 time KCX coming in your life. You understand? Because you must understand, later I'll show you my day chart. There will be at least 50 to 100 KCX coming to your life soon for gold. That's why if the gold continue to rally. All right, so I'll cover this very, very shortly, right? I hope you guys are pretty clear with all the rules of engagement itself, okay? Right, I think Hang Seng has went up again, right? Let's take a look at Hang Seng. Let's try to take a look at Hang Seng right now. Is it? Okay, Hang Seng has climbed back up. Oh, okay. Hang Seng went down, touched the level that I mentioned, 28,661, and then rebounded already. Okay, Hang Seng has done that. So remember the day chart for Hang Seng itself, right? The KSI is green in color, I told you. So it's still going to lean towards the buy side. Okay, going to lean towards the buy side. And China A50 still pretty flat, neither here or there. Okay, so China more like Hang Seng is on its own right now. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's look at the gold day chart, okay, to analyze the whole thing. Now, I'm going to do this slowly for all of my students here. So I'm going to share with you, and I hope you guys will benefit of this, okay? Now, first of all right, very important thing, we must zoom out the chart first to take a look here, my friends. Now, this is the view that I draw for you already. All right, so the green line show the downtrend channel, the top line channel. So what do you see, my friends? What do you see? Okay, so we have all the bottom channel that was triggered. All right, and we did see it happen again. And we also saw that every time we hit the bottom channel, the market will go towards the mid channel. So can you see that now? It really happened. Okay, now two sides of a coin. One, it may go all the way up to touch the top of the channel. Now that will give us about 1825 level. That's first wave. Another one is that it may go up and touch the MA 200. That's about 18 now for today. Now, of course, this number will shift as the market moves. So that is another level to watch out for, 1818. All right. So upside is 1818. I already say already, IPA, good number. All right. So that is another wave. Okay. Now, we're talking about not that positive. Now, we talk about another thing here. Now, do note in this chart here, look at the RSI at this moment, right? Most of the time, RSI does get a bit of resisted at a point of 61 because the market is bearish. There was one breakout here that causes the gold to shoot up, right? But very fast, it pulls back down and collapse, all right? So now we are actually at the 61 level, around there, 63 to be correct. So what must we look out for? So gold has to now go further, then it will likely be performing like this area here. But if today gold do pull back for whatever reason, then it will be again back to the same resistance point here. All right, so I'm going to say up front here for gold today, gold traders to stay long, no wrong today, but just make sure that the closing has to be above the opening price. If it does, try to aim for the technical level that I'll review shortly. All right, and enjoy this. Now, the best of this thing to happen, the best for everybody is if the MA 200 comes down and the gold goes up. And what happens is if the market can play around the MA 200 for some time and the market broke above the MA 200. Now, that will be the best scenario because the last time we saw something like this, okay, you can see that gold went up very, very strongly. Okay, go up very, very strongly. Okay, so clear? So this is a very clear explanation in my view of gold. So in my perspective, I still think that gold will be going up today. I repeat, gold should be going up today. But then again, conventional chart tells me that I have to go slow. So yesterday we go big. Today we go slow. Are we clear with that? Go to long is fine, but go slow. Okay, slow means expectation reduce and size reduce. All clear? Okay, all clear? All right. Yes? Okay. Nope. I'm not going to call my mama to buy it. Why? Why don't I call my mom to buy it? Because I say already, now ran up, I call her to buy, she'll kill me. Okay, so what I would love to see is that anytime now, I don't know when will it come, but anytime if the market goes up and go pull back to the MA 30, then I will get my mama to buy. Yes, I repeat, if anytime it go pulls back and hit the MA 30, I will get my mama to buy gold. Okay. All right, Anna. I don't know about UOB gold, but I think that we can actually look to buy gold later, lah. Okay. All right, Ken. Okay, Cool, huh? Okay, so that is the conventional chart, very well explained. If there are any more deeper to explain, I think that you need to get something else already. Okay, the weekly chart itself, you can see why the breakdown of the weekly chart. Likely those juror, because some of our students here are gold. Yeah, I know that some of our students here are actually gold traders, literally gold bullion traders. Yeah, they actually contacted me already. Yeah, okay. So if y'all want the lobang, right? Maybe when the day happen, I inform you all. Don't know yet, Anna. I haven't really talked to them yet, but I know that last time I do have this company, yeah, the one I just mentioned, right? Yeah, I did. They did actually. The one of the student came from this company. In fact, he was one of the senior management. Yeah, he gave me something for my kid back then. A very nice gold pendant band, put at the ankle one. Yeah, very nice. It was a very nice good friend. Okay, anyway, this is the goal. So the goal do show some breakout, and look at it from the longer term. It does seem that gold has the potential to go higher. Now, I'm not too sure if you realize this. I said this before in one MAO. I said that Bitcoin and gold has a very interesting relationship. It seems to be that when gold is going up, right, Bitcoin will pull back. Did y'all realize it? The Bitcoin and gold relationship. I did share with this on I think MAO or preview. I can't remember already. But I did show you the chart, right? That gold and Bitcoin now the chart is turning, and usually when the chart turns from the bottom, Bitcoin will come off a bit and gold goes up. Remember that? How many of y'all remember that? Okay. Anyway, gold is trading higher right now, so take note of that. And silver, wow, see, wow, I told you guys, silver will buy up, right? So yesterday, silver also shot up. You can see beautiful, right? Yesterday, silver also shot up, okay? Also shot up. So that's why, this is whereby, look at it, the MA30 and the MA200, when the silver broke above it, that was a strong, strong buy. So that's why silver, we call for a buy. And yesterday and the day before, those who went in and buy silver, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Okay. All right. So let's look at the today's gold. Right. Wow. Today's gold is still surging up. Okay. Now, everybody look at today's our trade with the boys chart on the gold market. Okay. I'm going to give you my personal take once again. Gold today, the opening price is actually very near to pivot 2, 1793. In fact, it was same level. But the KSI is green in color. At the bottom of the screen, there's no blue bars. Hence, therefore, it's a buy. All right. I repeat to you, online live, the market is a buy today. Above OP will be a buy because it already triggered the pivot 2 this morning. All right, bullish. Now, what if later on, if there's going to be any profit taking that bring the gold price down? If it does that, if that happen, okay, if that really happen, the downside will be kind of limited. Look out for KTR -1 to KTR -3. Look out for CCRY that trigger the KTR -1 to -3 to look for buying interest. Okay. So that is very clear, right? Wow, we have 100 people now online. Wow, 100 people. I'll screenshot this. Okay, all right. So clear on that? Okay, So 15-minute chart. Let's take a look right now. A bit early, but let's take a look. Okay, we can see that gold has just shot up. Okay, no KCX, don't have. Okay, now don't need to speculate on KCX, don't have KCX. You just make your screen smaller. If there's a KCX, right, it will blink. It will blink. So whatever is blinking, that is the last KCX. So that's why yesterday the KCX was here and gold shoot up all the way. All right. So today it missed the KCX by a little bit, and then now gold is trading higher. All right. So for today, my personal take is this: with the KSI green, for gold to reach KTR +1 shouldn't be a problem. So 1800 will be the first level that I believe gold could be going up to. 1800. Okay. All right, Ken, that will be my first target for this morning. For today. So maybe if later on, if the gold to pull back and then do a CCRY, trigger something, then that will be much better lah. All right, but still today the target is at 1800. Okay, so anyone will be buying gold later? Who is going to buy gold later? If yes, please key the word me, M-E. Who is going to buy gold later? Anyone? Anyone going to buy gold later? All right, so let me see how many of you are going to buy gold later. Wow, Carl already buy a CCRY already. Wow, Carl, excellent, man. Good trader. Now, a friend of mine asked me this question yesterday, last night. In fact, late last night. He said that, Cal, seriously, where do you think gold will be going, right? In terms of that. Okay, so I just want to promise you I'll coverage a bit more for you, right? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do this for you guys. Brian, good one. Together we buy. That is something new. So if you say the bear market, together we bear. Oh, together we boo. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that quote. That's cool. Oh, gold is trading higher now. 1797 already. Oh, congratulations, guys. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Now, let me explain this to you what I meant earlier. Okay, hold on a minute. Now, everybody take a look at this chart here for gold. Okay, I'm going to do it live now. Okay, so we can see that gold hit a high of 2074 back then, and then it traveled all the way down. Okay, it traveled all the way down. Okay, now we do the opposite direction. Opposite direction, we take the high and we stretch to the low end. Okay, so I'm doing a Fibonacci now, but it's reverse. Okay, to find for retracement and also look for potential key points. Okay, yeah, okay, wrong color. Now, this is not under the Trade with the Boys system, but of course, you know, since so many of you are actually applying this on your trading, I might just show it to you a bit here and there. Okay. Now, this is the high to the low on a Fibonacci retracement. Okay. All right. Yesterday I missed out gold, right? So today I will purposely do a little bit longer on gold today. Okay. So we have a retracement. Okay. Now watch this carefully as we look at the screen. Now you can see that. Okay, we get exact and precise. That gold actually is now has crossed. Gold has crossed the 23.6 level. All right, the 23.6 level. All right. Can you see that? Okay, that's about 1772 level. Okay, about 1772. Not drawn to scale. It's just roughly there. Okay. So by theory, if the gold continue much higher, it will be going for the 38.2. 38.2, that is about approximately 18, probably 1825 level, 24 level, around there. Okay, that is the level that it should be. And of course, yes, indeed, Richard, you can see that, right? That is where the main fight will be. You can see that. That is where the main fight will be, because that was where the market congested the longest before it broke down. So yes, indeed, the 38.2 would be a very strong resistance, but because you must understand this, when the market is going down, people will short it or become a bear. But on the way up itself, you don't really hear much people calling for buy and go yet, right? You realize this? Not many trainers in Singapore calling for buy and go yet, or at least they are still waiting for it to, have a trend. So what I'm trying to say is this, right? On the way up itself, right, likely the market will have a little bit of resistance, but it should be going towards here. Now, during this period of time, all right, there will be many opportunity in KCX. And most likely the KCX trade on the M15 will be profitable if the market is going towards there. So that is the reason why I say that the next few weeks, for gold to go to the 38.2, right? It may take a while, but there'll be a lot of KCX trade. As long as the market is trading properly with KCX, there should be many trades for y'all to make money from the market. That's the first thing I'll share with you. All clear? All clear? Huh? Okay, now the second part of this. Second part. Now, as you know, that after 38.2, if the market really stand above it, now there'll be the 50%, which you can see very strong resistance here at 50%. And then after that, it will be the 61.8, which you can see that was where the two major tops were. After the 61.8, if the market goes up, then we're talking about the new high, and obviously it could be going to the new all-time high. Now, I want to say this. During this period of time, there will be, okay, if we're talking about now, the KCX at the front part A, we'll see average about 2 to 3 KCX, all right, per day. Then when you hit this point, B, you will see lesser. That means that from during the A region, 2 to 3 KCX per day is very normal. Then at B region, you may see 1 to 2 per day. But once you go to the new all-time high, you may see none to 1 per day. Why is that so? Because that is where the market really starts to climb very fast. There's no chance for you. And that is where I fear for you, because after that itself, right, if you're not controlling yourself, you'll be getting hit. Because the market will be going up so fast and may come down very fast also at the same time. Because gold is not a fiat currency, which means that if the gold goes up too fast, all right, what we saw previously, if you look at previously, that was where gold went up so fast, right? You notice those period of time, we couldn't have chance to trade gold, right? Because gold every day goes up. There was no chance for KCX. And then a lot of people buy here. That's the problem. When on the way up, people all don't buy. Only when it was on the way up at the high point, everybody jumped in to buy. And of course, what happened? That was whereby gold collapsed down, and some of the students, unfortunately, were held hostage by that, and they lost a lot of money. Now, this is something very important, because this lesson today is going to be so big reminder that if you want to procrastinate, you can wait until sector C or sector B to buy. But later on at sector C, when there's no chance to buy because the market is going to go ultra bullish, then after that, it's all right, you're going to blame. And the worst thing is, the last worst thing is, later on, once the market hit a peak, right, then the gold start to come down, the KCX will start to malfunction again because the bullishness not there. And again, we will go through the home fiasco, whereby you will start to say, Cal, how come your KCX don't work again? How come this? How come that? And that is, again, the most unfortunate thing. So today, I'm going to do a recording right now. We're on Facebook Live. I cannot change my words. Okay, it's recorded live. So which means that unless I delete the entire posting. So guys, are you clear with this? All right, you're really near to embarking one of the biggest run in gold soon if the market really start to buy into this to combat inflation. All right, so the A, B, C will likely happen. If you don't participate right now, you'll likely miss it. And then the worst thing is after that is right at the C point, at the CC point, which is this point here, that is whereby you will start to blame how come you have no entry. Then the worst thing to come at D, area D, all right, the area D, D-E-A-T-H, okay? All right, that is whereby you will start to blame and say that, hey, how come the indicator don't work? Crystal clear? Crystal clear, because this is what happened, okay? This will really happen, and I'm foreseeing that will happen. That's why today I spent a longer time to clarify this with all of you. Okay, so those who are crystal clear, please key the word crystal clear, all right, or clear. All right, you know, I really put in so much effort to explain this to you. I really want you guys to profit from this. Really, I really want you to profit from this. All right, so only one low have actually crystal clear. How about the rest? This segment is worth millions of dollars, my friend. I believe that if this M trader is looking at this right now, this M trader will be very sure that she definitely know what am I trying to say. Yes, she definitely know what I'm trying to say. And today, those PTP students meeting me later on, right? We were talking about how to do the high reward trading. Later on, right, we'll cover a little bit more on this. Okay, super clear, very clear. Okay, man, crystal clear. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you. All right. Okay, so now we have finished this part here. We are now going to go into our alternate market views. So for those people who have already get what you want, you can actually leave right now. For those who want to listen to my alternate market views, please hang on. That will be more towards the bearish side of the market. Okay, yeah. I give 10 seconds. Brian, always a joker. Clearer than crystal. Wow, then what is that? No crystal. Okay, all right. All right, Wilson. So the couple, Wilson, make sure that you and Eunice make back more money this time around from gold. This is going to be a great opportunity here itself. Okay, great opportunity. All right, the next 6 months. Okay. Okay, right. Let's start our the alternate market views. Okay, obviously this segment will talk about the bearish side of the market. Okay, the bearish side of the market. All right, bear will always storm growth. Bull will always stretch growth. Sorry. So that is how this picture is talking about. Bear will always look down. Bull will always look up. So that means that you must understand this. When the market is bullish itself, right, there's no way to explain anything because the bull will stretch it until it breaks. That's what it means. So until the elasticity really break down, right? Then of course the bear will come in. All right. Now bear will stay long. They will press you until you will suffocate and you really can't breathe and you just gave up. That you cut your losses, that is the end of it. Got it? So that's why you always say this, bear will only stop when everybody gave up. Bull will eventually end when everybody go euphoric. So now this is the two time whereby you are asking yourself, right, where are we right now for gold and where are we now for the Dow? This one, you ask yourself that question because I think you will know best. Okay, that's the reason why I purposely take this cartoon here to share this with you. Okay, I think it's a very clear explanation of how this thing works. Okay, definitely at the bottom, that is where the size of it will be very big. As a market stretch, it will go in a 45 degrees or 35 degrees. And at the top itself, right, usually the market will be the thinnest, right? The consolidation itself will be the thinnest, and that is what usually happens. Okay. Cool, One simple cartoon can be explained in so many details, all right? I'm sure the cartoonist didn't want to draw this. Didn't really have this idea. I think so. Okay, anyway, let's begin. Now, everybody, please understand this, okay? This is from Bloomberg, the source, okay? Now, total S&P 500 got 500 members, obviously, right? Now, we have up to many. We have 487 members of the S&P 500 has climbed above the 200-day moving average, right? So this is really ultimate bullish. Ultimate, because why? Out of 500 names, 13 names are slightly, if not below MA 200, but 487 of them is above. Now, if you remember this 6 months ago, the numbers was about only 220. Today is 487. Now, wow, this is a very big jump here. So what does it really tell you? It's a lot of optimism, a lot of basically expectation, and a lot of what we call it as expecting a big cash out reward. The only thing that I need to remind you is this, my friend. Just a reminder. I'm not insinuating anything. Okay. The question mark is the Dow today. Let's say is 34,000. All right. And everyone now is already at the top. So what do you think? Will the Dow Jones be going up by another 20% versus the probability of the Dow going down by 20%? Now, this is just a probability game that I'm actually trying to share with you, which means that right now, right, with so many people at the top right now, right, and so much money, $30 trillion being pumped into the system. So seriously, is that right? What is your opinion? that would the Dow go by another 20%? Or would the Dow actually come down by 20%? So that is where you have to ask yourself this question with so many people on the same ship right now. FYI, I purposely added this red line here to show it to you, right? Since 1990, which is last 30 years, we are now at the highest level ever seen. Highest level. The last time we saw this was back in 2004. All right, that was back then in 2004. That was the last time we saw something like this. Then after that, the next time we saw that was in 2008. That was again during the Lehman Brothers time. So the question is this, by right, every 4 years to 5 years, we should see something like this, right? Every 3 years to 4 years, right? It did happen? It did happen. In 2013, it did actually happen in 2013, but it was just about there and missed the top point. Then after that, no more already. After that, no more. The numbers have been quite flat around this area. So today in 2021, my question mark is this. The last time we saw this was about 2013 or if not 2008. The question mark is this. What's the risk reward ratio that you're willing to take? So now this is a very important chart that I'm sharing with you. Now, I'm not insinuating anything, but if you ask me, it's all right. If I have money, I rather put my money and invest it in gold, trade in gold, it'll be better. You understand? Yeah, in equity, well, can place a bit to play day to day, but don't get too serious. Okay, don't get too serious because the odds is not on the side of the bull right now. It's still favoring bull, but it's not on the side of bull. Can I understand the difference there? All right, can you understand the difference? If you can understand the difference, please say yes. If you can't understand that, then say no. Okay, I don't see any news. Anyone typing? Is it because there's I think there's some delay on my side. Okay, I might continue. Cannot wait. Okay. Now, apparently yesterday we covered that these are the most shortest stock in the index, right? For some of them. But you can see that yesterday after that, right? The market just on the moment the stock market opened, the stock will all pump up immediately. Wow, look at the pump. They just buy up all the way. So these are the most shortest stocks in the market. And yet yesterday, the boys pump it up again. So obviously it's slaughtering the bears. Very clearly, right? So it's very artificially done. Because yesterday there's no reason to buy. There was no economic news. There's nothing at all. But you can see that's why the market is doing that. So that means that the market relentlessly itself is just going to keep on buying and buying and buying. So when this thing happens itself, right, it's euphoric already. So you just have to wait for your turn and concentrate on something else that's better. Okay? And Coinbase, you can see Coinbase, remember from IPO day until now is still on the way down. That is very bad. So is it because the boys are selling? Obviously, that's one reason. The other thing is that the internal insider selling is going to be another reason. But the bigger reason is that Bitcoin is coming down, right? That's the reason why you are seeing that. That's why, okay? That's the reason why Coinbase is coming down. And of course, you can see that yesterday we talked about the VIX indicator shooting up to 19 and very, very fast. They just extinguish the fire, bring it down so fast back to 17 again. So we are having another chance, in my opinion, right? I repeat, it's another chance. Because if you are thinking that the market is going to go down again in equity market, then it's a good time to buy into the VIX indicator. But of course, say that no, you think that the market is going to be very bullish, then you can actually short the VIX, right? For me itself, my personal take, if you ask me, my personal take is I will buy the VIX up again, right? I believe that you'll go back up to a 20 level again. All right, this is my personal take. You can just take a pinch of salt, okay? All right. Okay, all right. So that will be the end of today's MAO this morning. It's a great show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself. I think it's a good time, and I finally had to see this live on the Facebook page. It's the first time ever. So 22nd of April today, we actually has create history, first time. Okay, guys, thank you so much once again. I hope you enjoyed this MAO. Till later on in the afternoon, I'll see you guys. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.